financially strapped to pay for lawyers for their loved ones who became inmates. And those folks tend to work at Walmart. I mean, tend to work at Walmart, tend to shop at Walmart. Right? So Walmart figured out, oh wow, a lot of people would really appreciate it if we would help employ their family member about whom they're most worried and they feel like is most vulnerable. A lot of goodwill there. When you come back, look at probation and parole, you actually have to bifurcate. One of the things I've said is that we will make our prison smaller while getting more killers, rapists, and murderers off the street. I'll talk about how you do that in a second, but on the probation and parole side, what that means is that you give a lot more supervision. You get a lot closer to the ground on killers and rapists and people who are violent. But you ease up a bit on people who are addicts. Because addicts really may need to go to that 4th NA meeting that day and not meet with their probation officer. You give them a little more flexibility, they tend to do better. When you look at it in the prison itself, you've got to make sure that your inmates come out reading. How is it possible to in 5 or 10 or 20 years and come out just as illiterate as the day you went in? We know that you're coming home. There are many facilities where most of the inmates are too illiterate to read a McDonald's menu. How can they work there? You've got to use that time wisely. And you got to do more than just literacy, but if you're not doing literacy, you're not doing much. We also need to stop this facade that we have prison factories to train people to do work on the outside. Those prison factories in Maryland are allowed to pay slave wages that then make it impossible for an investor like me to fund a factory in that field. So you're not training anybody for anything that exists on the outside. So we'll shut down those prison factories, and we will replace them with actual skills training that lines up to the economy on the outside. As far as policing, we'll get rid of the failed war on drugs era broken windows theory, which says, oh, bust Junior for having a joint in his pocket because that'll stop the next homicide. No, you know what stops the next homicide? Getting a killer off the street.
Right.
So we'll expand the homicide unit. We'll staff it with the best folks. Same thing for the special